I'm going to be really honest with you. I hate the word burnout because it makes it sound like there's something wrong with you. The word itself carries so much shame. For many women, it becomes another reason to feel not enough. The moment you are told you are burned out, the mind starts whispering. You failed. You couldn't cope. Something's wrong with you. But that's not the truth. It's not you who's broken. It's the system you've been trying so hard to survive in. Most people who burn out are the givers, the empaths, the women who care deeply and show up for everyone. Helpers, teachers, caretakers, women in healthcare, education and service who came to uplift others. And they end up stuck in environments that push them to treat others in ways that go against their own values and moral compass. It drains them, pushes them, silences them, until something inside finally says, enough. When you live in that kind of disconnect, of course your soul will scream. You don't burn out because you are weak. You burn out because no human can thrive in that kind of system forever. For you who haven't met me before, my name is Marie, Queen Marie. I call myself a queen as a reminder to myself to always value myself and to see my own greatness within. The same greatness that you have within you. I work as a queenly guide and I love to see women win in life. And in the end of this video, you will understand what it takes to avoid to get this label of burnout. And also what it takes to get out of it. So stay with me, Queen. And beautiful you, true healing doesn't start with shame. It starts with self-leadership, with learning to value yourself deeply, with setting strong boundaries, with becoming the leader of your own life, and no longer letting disconnected leadership walk all over your spirit. Let's talk about it. This is something that too many of us have experienced, and not many truly understand it. I've been there twice in my life. Not just tired, not just stressed. No, sick leave, exhausted, mentally and physically drained. And yes, I was labeled with burnout. And the doctor gave me antidepressive. It was so challenging. You see, I never allowed myself to accept the painful emotions that came with it. The shame, the guilt, the feeling of failure. That voice whispering, you should be stronger than this. Instead of slowing down and healing, I rushed to get back on my feet. I pushed myself to return to full power before I was ready. And because of that, I never fully recovered. I kept getting sick. I remember going on vacation with my husband. We had just checked into that lovely hotel, and within hours I was in bed with fever. My whole body had shut down again. My digestion, it was a disaster, because when you never stop, your body starts turning off the energy draining systems, and your gut is one of them. Years of stomach issues followed, and I couldn't understand why. The missing link? Acceptance. I never fully accepted that I needed to rest. I did slow down for a while, but it came with so much guilt and shame. And my brain was always on fire to find a solution to this problem. And in my world, I was the problem. I wasn't strong enough. But we are not the problem. The system is. You didn't break down because you were weak. You burned out because the structure you were in was unsustainable. So how do we cope with this? We rise. We lead. We learn to value ourselves so much that we set boundaries and keep them. We stop letting unqualified and disconnected people tell us who we are and what we are worth. We become the leader of our own life. And that's where the real shift begins. The moment we stop trying to bounce back too quickly and start feeling the truth of what's going on inside us, that's when real healing begins. Burnout can happen at any age. Sometimes it's just a warning. Sometimes it changes everything. And no matter how you got there or how broken you feel, you still have the power to choose how you move forward. And it starts with this. You can't trust your feelings when you're burned out. I know that might sound strange, but when your whole nervous system is shut and your energy is gone, your emotions will scream, "Something is wrong with me." The truth? What you need most is to slow down. More than you think you should. More than you want to. Because in that space of stillness, you can start to feel again. But not from panic, from presence. The first time I hit the wall was in 2004. I was in a tough life season. Single mom, 2 kids, a growing business with financial stress. There were internal drama at work and that inner good girl trying to juggle everything alone. I remember standing in the kitchen one day. I had raw spaghetti in one hand and boiling water in the other. And I couldn't figure out what to do next. It was like I had left my body, just watching myself from the outside, frozen with no guidance. From there, I just cried. The second time it all crashed, I was driving slowly through city traffic when I suddenly heard a loud bang on my hood. A man had slammed his hand on my car, screaming. I had missed a red light. I almost hit him. And I hadn't even seen it. When I finally asked for help, the doctor handed me antidepressive medicine. But I wasn't depressed. I was just done. I will show you though why so many burned out women end up depressed. Because the spiral is clear. Worry and doubt leads to fear. Fear leads to anxiety. And anxiety leads to depression. The thoughts in your mind sounds like, how will I survive financially? What will people think of me? Am I just weak? Will I lose my job? Am I useless? And that inner noise of negative thoughts becomes fear. And fear becomes anxiety in your body. And anxiety turns into depression. You see, when we're not able to express those feelings, we just sink deeper into anxiety. There is so much resentment within you. And eventually your body starts breaking down because this eats you from the inside out. But here's the shift. When you understand how your mind works, you can stop this spiral. Instead of feeding this fear, you start grounding yourself in something greater, something calmer, wiser, and deeper within you. You choose presence over panic, curiosity over criticism, and compassion over collapse. You begin to feel safer inside your own body again. And that changes everything. So what can we do to recover? Here's what I wish I had done earlier. Accepted my emotions without judgment. Given my body and soul permission to rest. Sat with the feeling of not being enough and asked where it came from. Loved myself deeply while lying on that couch instead of feeling guilty for it. Because true healing starts with grace, not pressure, not perfection, but presence. And if this is where you are right now, Queen, know that you are not alone. You are not broken. And your healing is not behind schedule. You are exactly where you need to be to rise. And maybe the most important thing I can tell you right now is this. There is nothing you must do. Nothing. Not today, not tomorrow. This is your permission to pause, to just be. Take the time. Honor the exhaustion. Let this be the chapter where you stop proving and start becoming. You are so loved, and you are coming home to you. And here's where faith changes everything. The best definition of faith that I've ever heard is this. Faith is to see the invisible, to believe in the incredible, and therefore you will receive what the masses thinks is impossible. You choose to see what no one else can see. Maybe how you are fully energized again, running, jumping, dancing, laughing. And you believe in something incredible. And therefore, you will receive what others are too scared to even dream of. When you choose faith, it creates a sense of well-being in your body instead of anxiety. That well-being helps you express yourself fully instead of becoming depressed. And you become at ease and in full creation instead of living in disease. Because your healing doesn't start when life gets easier. It starts when you stop running and start trusting. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not too sensitive, not too emotional, not too much. You are whole and complete, and you are allowed to take up space in your own life. That's why I say, I don't believe in burnout, Because what they call burnout is not a personal failure. It's a sacred signal. A message from your soul saying, this way of living is not sustainable. You were never meant to burn out. You were meant to awaken, to remember your worth, and to reclaim your power. The power of setting healthy boundaries and saying no. If you are ready to take your power back and start to fully accept and love yourself, comment Queenly Mindset below and I'll send you the link to my 28-day program. Activate your Queenly Mindset. Thank you for being here, for watching my videos and for sharing them with your loved ones. I love you, Queen. And always remember what an incredible being that you are.